/AskReddit by Reddit. What was a loophole that you found and exploited the hell out of? Copied and pasted from the last time. Back in the day, 2007/2008, I found a major flaw in the POS at Blockbuster. Their system would update overnight, but only certain parts, and these parts were on different days of the week. Their new item prices would update on Thursday, their used prices would update on Friday, but their trade-in values would update after closing on Sunday. This meant if a game dropped in MSRP, its new version would first lower on Thursday morning, $49.99 to $19.99, and be cheaper than the used version. The next day, on Friday morning, its used version would be lowered, $47.99 to $17.99. The trade-in value would still be the same, usually $30 to $35, even though you could pull the game off the rack, buy it for $20, then trade in back without leaving the line. I did this a few times and felt bad, so I emailed corporate to let them know about the loophole. They told me they didn't take in information/suggestions from outside parties, essentially because they had that set up as part of their business strategy. I then proceeded to assist them in their endeavors by buying 25 plus copies of Beowulf from Best Buy for $9.99, $19.99 to $10 coupon, and trading them in for $800 in store credit. Then I repurchased all 25 copies with the store credit for $500. Then I traded them in again. Then I bought them again. I did this a few times over the weekend and ended up with $1,200 in store credit from $250 cash. Then I found a few games GameStop gave good money for and traded them in over there for store credit. I made some pre-order and eventually cancelled them and requested cash back for the deposit. I eventually got a letter from Blockbuster banning me from trading, but it had the wrong date, post dated for the next year, and I kept trading. I don't feel bad about it. I used to play a lot of backgammon in Yahoo games, and some people were real jerks when losing. Most commonly they'd stall the game by taking the maximum 5 minutes per move, hoping I'd resign. I learned a way to boot these people off Yahoo for as long as I wanted by trying to log into their account. When I used the wrong password 10 times, the account was locked for 24 hours. They couldn't log in again until I chose to allow it. That's a fair way of dealing with those jerks. This was more grinding than exploitation, but it was fun. The grocery store where I lived had a fuel card you could sign up for. If you bought certain items, you would get $0.01 or $0.02 off per gallon, sometimes more depending on the item or week. One week, they run a promotion that every one of their store generics would get $0.02 off per gallon per item. I walk by the powdered Kool-Aid packets and notice they sell a generic version of that, $10/$1. I do the math. My vehicle has a 16.5 gallon tank. Gas costs $3.14 per gallon. Each packet of drink mix costs $0.10. Every packet of drink mix I buy will save me $0.33 at the pump. I will need 157 packets of drink mix to get free gas. This will save me $36.11. I should do this. So, I count out 157 little individual packets of drink mix, all kinds of flavors, and go to the checkout. I try to save the guy some time by telling him how many there are in each flavor, but the manager had walked by and stopped to see what was going on with the generic Kool-Aid. So, the poor guy has to scan every single one. The manager makes an awkward joke about the amount of drink mix I'm buying, but when I pull out my fuel card, my ploy becomes clear. The cashier reads off my new fuel discount, and I'm on my way to the gas station, where I proudly fuel up my vehicle. I still had to pay $0.16. They wouldn't let you reduce the price all the way to $0. Then, I took all the generic drink mix and donated it to the local food pantry because I hate Kool-Aid. Back when you could win a free Coke under the bottle cap, I spotted a pattern where the caps that I won had a logo on the top that looked faded, whereas the losers all looked pristine. For 2 weeks, every day after school I'd stop at the UDF and exchange yesterday's cap for a new Coke. A few years ago, there was a promotional sample of cat food. The bag cost $3 and it had a $3 coupon inside it. The coupon did not have a weight limit on it. So I bought a big plastic bin, put it in my trunk, and for an hour, went in and out of the store filling that plastic bin, one $3 bag of cat food at a time, cashing in the $3 coupon the previous bag gave me. I'm pretty sure I only saved like $20, but as the saying goes, 20 bucks is one less blowjob I have to give for 20 bucks. This past semester, I needed to take a biology class with a lab to graduate. I was told that it was one of the easiest classes at my school to take, but as a lit type, I didn't agree much. It was so much information all at once, and I found it really boring, so I didn't do so well on the tests or assignments. I got C's and D's, even on the final which I stayed up all night to study for. We also had a class blog. There were about 120 of us, and we each had to write 3 posts per semester on anything biology related. I didn't do well in the lab section either. I failed the multiple choice test and the practical, and I assumed I was ducked. However, the professor said that if we made comments on our peers' blog posts and turned in worksheets to show what edits we made, when, and on what topic, we could get 5 extra points per edit. Most kids did 2 or 3. I did 97. Got an A for the semester. So I wanted to get cheap coffee filters online as I knew I was going to need them for the foreseeable future and wanted to get a better price on them. So I found a site that had them at half price, $1.95 for 100 filters, usually $3.99 at the store, what I was paying at the store, and put them in my cart. When I went to check out it asked me if I wanted to set up an automatic delivery to have them shipped every 2 weeks and they would reduce the price. I said sure, why not? After all, they were the cheapest I had found, and getting them every week would mean I didn't have to keep ordering them. So it brought the price down by like $1 for 100 filters. I was thrilled. Then it asked me if I wanted to join the Coffee Savers program for more discounts. I said sure. So after joining the Savers program it brought the price down to $0. I was stunned. I still had to add my credit card, but I was never charged. So for 2 years I got 100 filters delivered to my door for free. Never got charged, not once. One day though I got a notice that said they were going out of business and my free filters would end. I was sad, but the stockpile I amassed them lasted me about 2 years, and recently in the past 2 weeks I had to buy new filters. Life will never be the same. One day though I got a notice that said they were going out of business. This is your fault. This is entirely your fault. Back when Hollywood Video was around, they would guarantee new releases to be in stock. If they rented out all of their copies in the store, then they would give you a voucher for a free rental. I was in college at the time and would go into the store near my college campus at around 10 PM on a Friday night. There was simply no way for them to have any copies left by that time, so I would collect whichever vouchers were available. Rinse, repeat. Cheaper than Redbox. Back in college we found a loophole with coupons at Kroger for General Mills cereal. If you bought 4 boxes of cereal, each box was $1. But if you did the self-checkout you would be printed out a coupon for $4 off your next purchase. We used the loophole to buy about 300 boxes of cereal. We only spent $12 on all of it. We would have spent less, but we had to go to another Kroger once the manager got wind of us. We kept around 20 boxes for ourselves and donated the rest to the local food bank. They were so excited when we showed up with 3 vehicles full of cereal. Totally worth the $12 and all the time it took. This is fairly minor, but several years ago, 7-Eleven ran a promotion where all of the big gulp cups had a sticker on them that had some kind of prize on them. The sticker had those little wavy blue and red lines that you had to look at through 3D glasses to read. So, in theory, you had no idea what you had won until the clerk looked at it at checkout. Most of the prizes were crap, stuff like 25 cents off of a sketchy hot dog. But one of the prizes was a free big gulp, so if you got that one, your big gulp was free. I memorized the pattern of blue and red lines, fished through the cups until I got the right one, and got free soda pop for about 2 months until the promotion ended. Excuse me while I go check my insulin. There's these 3 Dunkin' Donuts in my area that let you buy coffee cards. Basically you pay $200 for the card and can come through any part of the day, however much you want a day, and get an any size coffee for a year. Well, my mom bought one last year and it had expired. She bought another one this year and it looks exactly the same as the old one. They took no effort into changing the card at all. So my mom gave me her old one and I get free coffee whenever I want. Edit. They are not scannable cards or gift cards. It's literally just a pink piece of paper in the shape of a card that has the Dunkin' Donuts label on it and the locations where it's valid and a manager's signature. It does have the date it expires on there real small, but they have never once checked my card. They only ask me to flash it at them. So I guess the day they ask to inspect it, the jig is up. Thank you for watching Reddit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more r/AskReddit videos. Share your stories in the comment section below.